Josh from J Bauer Art. This is a brand new episode of Back Talk with Bauer. And this is actually the first time we're live streaming on Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, please let me know. Say hi, say that I'm watching on Twitch and all that good stuff. And we are usually on here every Tuesday night, usually around 7 p.m., but we went a little bit later because my guest tonight has 3 shows total to do. And I am the third one. So hopefully she can stay energized for my show and we'll keep things interesting. But yeah, this is Back Talk with Bauer. You can catch it every Tuesday night. You can catch it here on Facebook Live, on Twitch, on all the good stuff. I have a bunny and a cocoa bear saying hi. And then you can also catch the show on Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. And this is episode number 14. And we have a sponsor, and we're actually doing a new sponsor this month. It's a new month, so new charity that we are going to be chatting about tonight and the rest of this month. So my youngest brother, Corey, who's an awesome person and greatly supports what I'm doing, wanted to be one of the sponsors for the show every week. So he has hopped on as a sponsor. But yeah, so this month we're going to be doing a new charity I just found out about. They've been around for a good while now, but I just found out about them. It's called Gamers Outreach, and you can find them at gamersoutreach.org. They were founded in 2007. They're a charity that provides equipment, technology, and software to help kids cope with treatment in hospitals. It was actually started by high schoolers with a passion for games. And they found out games can help with long-term visits for kids and teenagers. Their focus is to support kids and teenagers throughout the healing process as they undergo treatment. And they've realized that getting video games, all this, and bringing in video games and having the kids play and having kids play with other people helps minimize the trauma of what they are going through. There's socialization. Wow, I wrote really crappy on this one. It also brings a sense of normalcy, and they are up to helping 1,250,000 kids a year. So please go check them out. Make sure to check out the Gamers for Giving. I checked it out real quick before the show started. I'm going to get some more info about that later. But it looks like it was an event that they put on in March. So hopefully it was able to happen. But there's a variety of different ways you can help out. You can go on their website, hit that big donate button. And then you can head over. You could also do a fundraiser. You can donate old games if you have a variety of old games that you're not using anymore, or want to do something with them. You can look into seeing how you can donate games, and you can also volunteer. So please head over to gamersoutreach.org. They are our charity for the month, and let them know that you heard them here on Back Talk with Bauer. Now that we got that all out of the way, we can actually talk about all the fun stuff that's going on. So tonight I have a special guest. Technically she was on before, but we're getting her in her full amazing outfit as always. It is we're going to be talking about HarleCon 2020. You guys have been hearing me plug it for the past couple months now, and we're really promoting it tonight. So let me bring on the one, the only Harlequin. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, interwebs. I'm Harlequin of Harlequinarts Cosplay and Crafts.
Yes.
I was technically the first episode, so I still retain those bragging rights.
Very true. Yes, you were the first official episode when I think the show had a name on that one, if I remember correctly. And I
just know I was dressed as Zool.
Very true. Very true. But thank you so much for coming on again. It's good to see you. It's been a little while since we've actually chatted face to face.
Oh yeah, it's been crazy. We've been getting a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, this is so this has been a fun idea of your own creation. You messaged me a while back basically saying you were bored, right?
I'm bored. Let's give me something to do. A con sounds fun. Next time I say that, smack me.
I figured you were going to sound a lot like Garrett on this one, where it's like, it was a good idea at the time, and now we've gone to, this is still a good idea, but kind of a headache.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not crazy enough to stream for 56 hours straight.
Very true. Very true. I think I even asked that when you asked if I wanted to be involved. I'm like, is this a multi-day one where we don't stop streaming, or just a nice little one-day one?
Going for 13 hours.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That is enough.
I actually was surprised because I was looking at all the times for everything. I've got the panel list here, and I realized that we were going to start at 11 a.m. and it's going until at least midnight. So that's actually longer than I thought it was going to be.
I was only going to do 8 hours, and then I had so many people interested in joining and participating that I needed more time slots.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, so we decided to go longer.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Let me say hi to everybody real quick so they don't feel unloved. But hello, Kevin. Kevin can't type in the chat for some reason. I'm not sure why. We'll have to look into that. Hello, Ryan Permison, Terry MacGyver all the way in Ireland, Thomas, aka Thor. I actually just finished all 3 of his logos, and I cannot wait to show those off soon. Who else we got in here? We got Kyle Nunez, Willow, all kinds of awesome folks. So thank you everybody for popping in. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, Amelia and I Harlequin and I are going to be chatting all about HarleCon 2020. So it is going down August 15th, and we're starting at 11 a.m. At least it's not too early like somebody else's CyberCon event, but you know. And I actually got good times for this one. I feel loved on this one.
It's because I'm the favorite.
Exactly. So, were you inspired by CyberCon, of course?
Oh, of course.
And
I was sitting in the kind of, we call it the parlor. It's really just where we spend most of our time in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the emails from both Atlanta Comic-Con and Tampa Bay Comic-Con, which are run by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know which one that is off the top of my head. Not going to lie to you. I just go to the con.
I'm totally blanking now. Fan Expo?
No, that one's Mega.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, well. What's that?
Is it Reed Pop?
Maybe.
Look it up later. That's what Google's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and if you see this fantastic logo right up here, that was designed by this wonderful man right here.
Thank you.
For the HarleCon logo, as well as both of my logos that I use for my Haunted Harlequin YouTube channel, as well as my cosplay and all the great BS that I pull off.
You are very welcome. All of your logos have been very fun to work on, especially the HarleCon one. I got it stuck in of the old school, like I want to say like these retro style ones where it was like very jagged lines with the white around and the weird squares and everything. So that hit me, and it just came out to that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun on that one.
We are going to be running for, like I said, 13 hours. Definitely was inspired by CyberCon, but I looked, and both of my summer cons were canceled, and those are my only summer shows because I host the cosplay contest for both of those, and it's such a big show for me.
Oh yeah.
That it takes a lot of prep. For
sure.
I host the convention costume contest in Atlanta, and I basically organize it.
Oh, wow.
So it's usually a lot, but it just, nope.
Yeah.
It's a smart choice. I'm giving them props on that. That is definitely a smart choice. I just miss my cons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A lot of our friends do, and it's a very weird right now. And I was even talking to Hanging with Web Show a couple weeks ago when they were on the thing. And the first time I've talked to them, actually, like, I guess the closest we can get to in person since CyberCon. And it just usually we all see each other at the very least once a month, every 2 months, give or take. And that's not even counting all the other side things that we do or just random get-togethers that we get going on. And it's rough right now. It would just be nice because I kind of cut down on the cons before all this, but I'm even missing them.
Yeah, no, it's not just one that when you do conventions, you don't do just one.
Right.
No. You turn into an addict. You have a problem.
Yes.
But I figured, you know what? Let's do our own. Let's go middle of August, because that was about 6 weeks out from when I first started. And we are at a week and a half till HarleCon now, if you can.
I know. The time has flown by. I'm slowly getting together the things that I will be a part of, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, and was looking at the list real quick of all the panels that you have. We have a really interesting collection of different things that are going on because with your connections and the people that you know, you've got a little bit more of a paranormal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say horror, but a little bit darker side of things.
Horror, paranormal, supernatural. We've got some people that have been on the Ghost Adventures TV show.
Oh, wow.
We have some, it's a paranormal panel organized by Patty Negri. I believe we are also going to have Bishop Brian Willett, his assistant, Sister Mary, the gentleman psychic, Richard
Nailed it.
Lillard. I promise I can talk. There are other people on that panel, but they're not people I've got the pleasure of meeting yet. So I'm going to let Patty introduce them when the time comes.
Very
We're
cool.
also going to have Vampire Culture done by Father Sebastian and Johanna Moresco from the band Crew Shadows.
Yes.
And Richard Lyell will have his own half-hour panel starting at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on how the occult and the supernatural have influenced pop culture.
Very cool. And it's very cool because you got it kind of, and I don't know if you did it on purpose or not, but it seems like all the more of the nerdier stuff is through the day. The nerdy kind of geeky side of things is through most of the day, like the daylight hours. And then like it kind of lines up perfectly. We start getting into darker and darker things as the sun starts going down. It's kind of neat.
Intentional, yeah.
Very cool.
People who are interested in the vampire subculture and in the paranormal and the supernatural are night owls. So I want them to be conscious when the panels
Yeah, well, and probably even the people that are hosting it wouldn't even be conscious during the day. So it definitely works out.
People are in California.
Wow, that's crazy.
Patty, Rafael, and Sebastian are all based out of California.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Yeah, this is another one. And that's kind of what's really cool about these online cons. And when we did CyberCon, we're doing this one and some of the other ones I've seen here and there, is you're able to get people a part of a con that sometimes you're not normally able to. You know, not everybody can travel from California all the way to Florida at a spur of moment thing.
We've got a stunt actor from New Zealand who is going to be doing a Q&A, Shane Rengie, who has done he was Dagon in Spartacus. He's been multiple different characters in Chronicles of Narnia. I think he was Tavros, the giant minotaur. And he was, I cannot remember his name, but the centaur general, that was him.
Yeah.
He's also done work on Rise of the Lycans, Thor Ragnarok, Lord of the Rings, a ton of amazing things as a stuntman.
Right.
In Lord of the Rings, he was the Witch King.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have the freaking Witch King.
She's got connections.
That one was Terry. We can thank Terry for that.
Oh, nicely done, Terry, all the way from Ireland. He's asking if has anyone recovered from CyberCon yet? No, I will carry the scars from CyberCon until the end of time.
But you know, Shane's very, very excited about this because it's his first American technically convention.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
So hopefully, you know, we can get. Oh, Shane was also in Wolverine.
Oh wow.
And we've got Nerd Culture. Yes, Nerd Culture is going to be doing some stuff. We also have an animated life with Aaron Roberts. That's going to be either 2 or 3 p.m. If you go to HWWS.com/HarleCon-2020, you are going to be able to view an entire comprehensive list of guests and the entire schedule. That way,
nice and handy.
You don't have to remember what I'm saying. Because half the time I don't know what I'm talking about. Go by what the schedule online says, not what I'm telling you. I'm probably gonna mess it up. But Aaron Roberts has done voice work in animes, English animes, such as My Hero Academia, Tokyo Ghoul, and Fairy Tail.
Nice.
And we have, all the way from England, an American actor, Doug Cockle, who is actually original and only voice for Geralt of Rivera in the Witcher games.
Very cool. Man, we've got a little bit of everything. And then we also have quite a few local people that are doing their stuff. We've got Christian Basil from Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. He's going to do an hour of his show. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, make sure to tune in at 1:30 on August 15th for HarleCon. His show's always awesome. He always has a great crew of people chatting. And did he give any hint of what he's got lined up for the show?
He hasn't said. It's going to be a surprise for all of us.
See how he is? Because you were actually just on his show right before mine.
Yeah, this is my third show of the day. I was on Willow's Pillow Talk before, and then I did Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Give both of those pages a follow, guys. Willow Skylar is an amazing hostess, and Legend of the Traveling TARDIS is your go-to for all things Doctor Who. Back Talk with Bauer is my third show of the day.
Yeah, I get you when you're at your most looniness, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's dogs outside.
So yeah, and then we have an artist panel too, and that's at noon. I'm one of the guests at the artist panel, and my buddy, and he's also been a part of this show, Eric Pabone, will be another one of the artists. And then we have two other artists, I believe.
Thomas Tenney, who has worked on different things for comic covers. He's worked with AC/DC, I believe. He's worked on a lot of stuff. I don't know how I met this man. I met him probably at a convention.
Probably.
I do so many of them.
That's how this world of ours works. You go to so many, you start going to more, and then you run with certain crowds and stuff. And people will just walk up to you, and they know you. They know everything about you. They say, "Hey, how are you?" Like you've been old friends, and like I'll just sit there, and go, "I don't think I've ever met you."
Oh, I've done that. I don't actually know what he looks like outside of costume. There's this wonderful man who's like 6'5", named Brian. He is the Darth Vader for the Tampa Garrison 501st.
Okay.
Every time we're at the same convention, he'll track me down so we can get a photo of Harley hiding under Vader's cape.
Oh yes, I'm familiar with that picture.
Yes, that's Brian. He is ridiculously tall.
That's awesome. Well, and that's how you and I were rolling for a little bit, because I think I've only kept seeing you in costume for a good while, and I had no idea what you looked like outside of it.
we kind of ran into each other for a bit. Then just after Sci-Fi Bartow 2018.
Yes.
We wanted to paint the Catwoman. That's when we really started interacting. Then you were at the Kitchen Killers thing when I went the first time.
Yes.
And that's, I think, where we really started interacting outside.
Yeah, we started talking and, getting to know each other better, and now we're besties.
Came to my nerdy Christmas potluck and helped us all die while playing Mario.
I wish we would have live streamed that, because people would have been laughing their asses off.
We should do something like that.
I'm down for it. Whenever we can get back into actually seeing each other, I am totally down for that. I think people have talked me into doing some watch-alongs here soon, too. So I may have you a part of a couple of those. I think that would be a lot of fun to get you in the mix.
Kind of like Riff Tracks?
Sure. I have no idea what that is, but sure.
So they'll record like an audio file that you put on while you're watching the movie, and it's them just BSing back and forth and cracking a ton of jokes and
okay,
non-crew cast or crew commentary.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's kind of how we were doing it, because I just did one with because I've listened to them a bunch through different podcasts and everything, and wrestling podcasts do it a lot. So they'll pick a specific match, and then it's people that were either part of the match or like behind the scenes of stuff, and they kind of talk about the build up to it, what happened during the match afterwards, and all that stuff. So we just did one with Thomas Rochester, and we were doing we watched Zero, a Power Rangers movie, and if you are in anything interested in Power Rangers, go back and watch it. If you love the movie, I am sorry, because I shit on it the whole time. because it is a terrible movie. Just movie standards, it was terrible. I mean, there's certain parts here and there, and they had the original Pink Ranger. They had Kimberly in it, and she got to play like a bad Kimberly for like 5 seconds, and that was kind of hot. But other than that, it was a terrible movie. But yeah, I think we're going to do some more of those. I believe Ryan will be a part of them, Ryan Permerson, and he suggested watching some of the Batman movies. So I'm actually thinking about doing the first 4 Batman films in a row once a month.
I like to do either a couple episodes of Batman Brave and the Bold or Batman the Animated Series, just because the animated series, you get that really weird, interesting, crap is changing sizes, 90s animation.
Yeah, we could probably knock out a couple of them through each show too. So yeah, I think it's something that's definitely brewing. I think it's going to be a new venture of Back Talk with Friends. It'll be Back Talk with Friends Watch Along or whatever. I'm still working on the name, but you are definitely on the list to be a part of it. So, Willow said sign me up. So yeah, I think we've got some people interested, and it looks like nothing's going to go back to normal anytime soon. So we got to figure out some ways to entertain ourselves. It's so funny to watch your head with the little.
I'm hating myself.
But yeah, so back to the artist panel. We have there was somebody else a part of it too, I believe.
Lisa Zarate. I probably massacred that name. I call her Ada. She's a friend of mine from Mexico. She lives in Mexico City. She started her career in, I believe, 1993.
Wow.
She had a mini existential crisis the other day because she found out that her career is older than me. I was born in 1996, for those of you who want to feel old.
You make me feel a little old. Not too badly, but a little bit.
Well,
because I was in 87, so. No, that's really cool, and we're got a really cool mix of artists too. A little bit seems like everybody does a little bit of everything.
Anna has her own. She has 3 different web series. She's done some work with Marvel.
Oh wow!
Thomas Tenney has done work with AC/DC as well as several different comics covers. I think that was also Marvel because I feel like he's done a Wolverine cover, but again, I don't even remember where I met the man.
Terry, do me a favor. Send that idea for the name to message it to me so I don't forget it.
We have got you, who has an amazingly, words escape me, identifiable art style.
Thank you.
Got a very identifiable art style. And your friend Eric has an identifiable art style that's very different from my other two.
Yeah, Eric's style is way different than mine. He's more of a digital guy, which is really cool. I'm kind of taking some inspiration from him and trying to do a little bit more of the digital stuff myself. And he's been, if you're a fan of A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, the podcast here in Orlando, he's been working really closely with them and just knocking out stuff left and right for different shirt ideas, designs, basically any joke that pops into that podcast. Eric is on top of it making a shirt. He did one, if any fans are watching, he did one that was inspired by the chopping idea. And it's basically, there's certain people in life that are choppers and there's certain people that are not. The main idea is people that are just walking through a nice, grassy area or down the sidewalk, and there's like one of those sticks that just land in the way, and like some people can just walk past it. Choppers have to go and chop it. So, and they're building up this whole like lore behind it. And he came out with a new t-shirt design for it, and it looks fantastic. But yeah, Eric's got a really cool style. What's that?
Ryan just called you old.
Well, I'm not young. I wouldn't go with old, but yeah. He called himself old too, so I can't get too mad. Don't worry, we'll get pop-up in here and I'll feel a lot better.
I'll tell you some of my old people jokes when we're not on live camera.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
You'll feel better about yourself, I promise.
Let's see. Terry had a thought last week too when I put the name forward of HarleCon, and I should have said Harlequin. That could have been.
So HarleCon still, but with a Q, like Harlequin.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So yeah, we've got the artist panel. We've got Willow just commented, and she's having a 60-minute panel at 1 p.m. Body positivity in the cosplay community. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, she and I had a great conversation about that. Was it yes? Yeah, it was yesterday as well. Because one of the when I was so excited when she brought that to me, because one of the biggest things I've always thought, the only reason, and I'm sure we all know the type of nerd guy I'm talking about, the vast majority of you are fine, who only pay attention to me and take me semi-seriously because I am stereotypically attractive.
Right.
So I've always really encouraged the girls who are genuinely nerdy and generally want to go to these cons but have the same body type as me to be the first ones to step in when they see cosplay shaming.
Right.
Because the guys that are doing the shaming are the same guys that aren't going to want to piss you off. Their rule number one is don't mess with the hot girl. Yeah. But when the hot girl is the one calling them out on their BS, they have no recourse.
Right. And some of the hot girls will just cut you. So
we just go straight to plan B.
Yep. Yeah.
Same thing with, when you get randomly groped. I almost get excited when I get groped now because I just start shrieking every threat, insult, and challenge I can think of at the top of my lungs in the Harley voice.
I can't even. It would be fun to watch, but also it's one of those things going, oh crap, it just like
you know what's coming.
Yeah, to mess with you in any way, shape, or form is just asking for a beating. Yeah, and that's why I stay on your good side as much as possible.
It won't be a beating. It will be horrible, vicious public embarrassment.
Yeah, which would the beating would probably be better. It'd be a little less painful, I would imagine. But yeah, no, it's really cool that we've got that in part of HarleCon, and I think it always needs to make sure to be a part of a convention because people just need to be reminded. Number one, people need to be reminded to be cool, be respectful. And then the other part is, giving younger generations and younger girls or younger guys or whoever wants to cosplay to let people know that they can. There's a lot of people that look at someone like Harlequin and is intimidated to get into this industry. I
promise you guys, you would laugh if you saw my first couple Harley attempts.
Right.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
Oh yeah. I always love the side-by-sides when it's a well-established cosplayer and they show their first one compared to their current ones. It's always really cool to see stuff like that. And there's a lot. I mean, even my wife from time to time has wanted to cosplay, and she gets into her own head.
Honey, you better.
Yeah, she does every now and then. But she worries. She number one worries about being bullied or body shamed or just kind of beating herself up. And then the other thing is people being creepy and weird, and she won't put up with that. So. It's really cool that you guys made sure to make a segment into HarleCon 2020 to have, and it's a nice long segment too. So I can't wait to check that out. And I'm sure Willow will do amazing. Let's see. What is she saying? Cosplay bullying is running rampant on the internet. I want to make sure that cosplayers feel comfortable in their own skin as they should in their costume.
If you guys want to laugh? Here we go. This is where I started.
Oh, wow.
That's the first, I call that Hot Topic, Harley. I got every single piece from Hot Topic.
Which is not a bad thing. It's a start.
The first ever, oh God.
Was that your actual hair there?
Yeah, I used colored hairspray.
Okay. It was really long too, right? Yeah, it was a little hard to see.
Real long for quite some time there.
Wow. Because I've only known you with the shorter hair.
I need to find a picture that isn't 100% embarrassing. Yeah, that's okay. That's the first Harley suit I ever made.
Oh, wow. I've seen that picture before. I don't know if I've seen it on your site or it looks really familiar, but...
I don't know. That was well before I met you, too.
Yeah.
I think I was still making stupid decisions and being engaged at that point in time.
Oh, there you go.
But
So
back
yeah.
to
Yes, back to HarleCon. So then after, let's see, what else? What we haven't hit yet? An
uh,
animated life with Aaron Roberts.
yep, we touched on that. That's going to be
Yep.
the anime voice actor. The thing that I know I've got at least Thomas very, very excited for. Thomas and Sebastian are very excited. Is the Hello There Star Wars panel.
Yes.
Back during CyberCon when Mr. Rochester was filling in for GW Pomichter because he loved his voice. Because Garrett just doesn't shut up.
No, never.
We adore him for it, but duct tape. I have not added any nerdy items to my collection during quarantine. I've been too busy giving myself new projects to buy things.
And trying to put a HarleCon convention going.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I did get a mug that has the Haunted Harlequin logo on it. Does that count?
I think it counts.
It counts.
I gotta order one of those. That looks so cool on there.
I love my mug.
Did you see the post that I had of my laptop with your stickers on it? Yes. Yeah, I've been.
Guys, you sent me to Sticker Wolf.
Oh yeah, Sticker Wolf is fantastic. I absolutely love Sticker Wolf. If you're doing any kind of branding and want some stickers, head over to Sticker Wolf. Tell them I sent you. They do a fantastic job. They're going to be doing when I order a big round of Back Talk with Bauer stickers. They are the guys that are going to be doing it. They did my what was it? The parental advisory stickers for me, and they do a fantastic job. And they're not too badly priced either, so they're nice and affordable.
Back when we were doing CyberCon and Thomas Carter Rochester was filling in, I had to actually, right before the Ghost Adventures panel, I had to actually cut him and Sebastian off because they just started geeking out over Clone Wars. I think one of the final episodes, a new episode, like a big deal new episode.
Oh yeah, that was right in the middle of all that new stuff dropping.
And they were just going. So I decided I'm just going to stick them in a video chat and tell them to talk Star Wars this time.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. I'm actually going through, what the hell? It's the Rogues cartoon.
Are you one of my Star Wars panelists? I forgot to write them down. So
I am not officially in it. No.
Do you want to be? Because I think I've only got 2.
If they need help, I can stick around and do that one too. I might have to be eating a snack while we're doing it.
You guys are going to see me on camera every now and then, and I'm always going to have a snack with me because I'm spending 13 hours dressed like this.
Eat real big bites, no lips.
So it's all finger food. I'm good with things like French fries or cookies that I can break into little pieces.
There you go.
Anything that can go through a straw.
Lots of smoothies. I like it. Yeah, so that would be really cool. I was actually going to talk Star Wars because I had Thomas on my last episode with Back Talk with Friends, and we were going to talk. They announced a new Star Wars cartoon, and one of our panelists absolutely hates Star Wars, so we're saving it for. We may even get to that if I'm part of the Star Wars panel. We'll do it then, but he's also part of the podcast super show that night, so maybe we'll get into it at some point.
Podcast super show.
Yeah, that one's I got to get a few more people in. I just added Eric Pabone. He's going to be a part of it, so he'll be able to chat some fun stuff. Patricio from With a Side of Chaos is going to be a part of it, and Thomas, of course, and then we'll see who else we can we may just start inviting random people as the show goes on because I mean it's always fun. But yeah, and that one will be going on the podcast super show will be going on at 8 p.m. We're the kickoff for the adult section, which is always a safe call.
The podcast super show. What else do we have? We've got the What We Do in the Shadows fan panel, which I think Thomas Carter Rochester wants to change the title from What We Do in the Shadows fan panel to Bats.
Okay.
I might give in. I don't know. He's really going to have to convince me. The What We Do in the Shadows. I want to say that's no Star Wars is it for?
What we do in the shadows is at 6 p.m.
Thank you.
Man, Thomas is just going to be on a lot.
Star Wars and What We Do in the Shadows were both Thomas's ideas, so he can sit on a camera.
There you go. There you go. We also have Hanging with Web Show. They're going to do 60 minutes at 5 p.m.
Ooh, yes, I forgot about that. I've got so much crap scheduled, guys. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, just trying to keep us on track going through all this stuff. We got like we said, the Q&A with Shane. How do you say his last name?
I think it's Rangi.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Butchering it, but you know.
And then we've got authors panel, I think.
And guys, I completely forgot to mention this the past 2 shows, but Shane, Doug, and Aaron, our stuntman and both of our voice actors, are all doing autograph signings after their panels.
Oh, very cool.
So if you guys, I'm going to get a purchasing schedule up on my website where you can get stuff to be signed.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 5-10 minutes in a private chat with them. They'll ship you your autographed thing. It'll be great.
That's awesome. I love how a lot of the conventions are doing that, and I'm glad you were able to fit it into HarleCon. It's a very neat idea. I've seen a couple people do different ways of it. They actually had just like last month, someone did a Teen Titans one from the cartoon, and I'm like, oh, I was debating about getting something from Raven, but I behaved. I'm saving up for other things. Yes.
I've got her signature on my cape.
That's awesome. I've got her. Have I met her yet? No, I haven't met Tara yet. She's one of the ones I need to do. Oh, that is awesome.
Let me see. Who else do I have here? I have Kevin Conroy.
Oh, very cool.
And I have the first one I ever got. I'm very proud of this. Lauren Lester, who voiced Robin.
Oh, wow.
Not the right Robin, but I put down the beaten, bloody, battered Robin cape, and you should have seen his reaction. It was priceless. But there's that one. There's actually a photo of him and me up on his website.
That is awesome.
Could not stop laughing after I showed him the cape.
So yeah, let's blaze through the rest of this, because I got some other things I wanted to chat with you about too before we end the show.
Yes.
So we've got an authors panel. We've got Mark Muncy, Father Sebastian, Jonathan Fortin.
Jonathan Fortin, yes, he just wrote.
Hey, I can read.
Succubus. It's called Memoirs of a Succubus.
Oh, cool. And then, of course, Pop himself, GW Pomichter.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get the shots in when I can. And then a new group, new members of the Hanging with Web Show YouTube channel. We have Nerd Culture with Ryan Permison at 7 p.m. So that'll be cool. Can't wait. They're always putting on a cool and fun show.
A DC debate. They're gonna have Justice League versus Legion of Doom.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Thor Odinson over there is one of the judges.
Nice, very cool. Then we've got Paranormal, right, with Patty Negri.
Patty Negri. She is a Hollywood celebrity psychic medium.
Oh,
She has appeared she's been on a ton of different ghost adventures. She's got her own podcast called The Witching Hour. Patty is absolutely fantastic. I adore that woman.
Very cool. And like we said, 8 p.m. So that one's at 8 p.m. And then you can either watch that or you can watch the podcast Super Show hosted by me. Basically, it's back talk with friends. Huh?
You've just got to pick between adult comedy and paranormal.
It's, we got everything for everybody. The Kitchen Killers will be doing their show at 9 p.m. So make sure to tune in for that.
They're 5 minutes. They don't get 9:05.
We're taking your 5 minutes.
What's
that?
Your 5 minutes are mine.
We've got What is Cosplay Improv with you?
So I needed a space filler, so we're gonna stick me and Thomas in a room in character as Thor and Harley and just see
wow.
for half an hour.
Oh, there we go.
Or if you tuned into the author's panel and want to hear an excerpt from Jonathan Thornton's book, Militu Memoirs of the Succubus, you can tune in to a half-hour reading. If watching, nerdy cosplay antics isn't necessarily your thing.
I think it's about everybody's thing.
Well, no, we are going to have a lot of, more of the vampire paranormal crowd in there at that point.
Very true. Very true.
A lot of them, while they're like, comics are cool, they might prefer that more.
Right. And then to round it off, we got Vampire at 10 p.m.
Vampire at 10.
Yep, with Father Sebastian.
And Johanna Moresco from Crew Shadows.
Oh, very cool. And then at the very end, we've got the one that we talked about at 11. I can't remember what it was.
Richard Lyle Lillard. He is talking about Satanism, the occult, and the influence that they've had on pop culture.
Very cool.
And from 11:30 to 11:59, we're doing a kind of a wrap up, a recap. Team's going to say goodbye, and then we're all going to go either sleep or drink.
I will probably be in bed by then. So I'm an old man. I'm usually in bed by 9. So, but yeah, it'll be really cool to say bye to everybody. If I can actually stay up, I will, to make sure that I can say hi and say bye to everybody. But we'll see who's actually awake by then.
Your teddy bear.
There you go. I actually have a Batman teddy bear. He rides around in my car.
That's amazing.
He has a little hoodie, and he's actually like a what was it? It was like Batman 80th year edition, and he's gray and he has little bats all over him. Yeah.
The Build-A-Bear one. I remember that.
Yes. We're trying to find Bunny a Harley Quinn one now.
Harley, you might be able to on the website. They might still have it.
They got the bunny. She wants more of a bear because the bunny's more of the Suicide Squad one. Yeah, but the bear, to find the bear, it's like 80 some bucks. I'm like, that's a lot for a bear. So we will see what happens at Christmas time. But before we get too sidetracked, there's 2 more things I want to talk about. Through the whole time of the con, we're actually trying to do some good too. We're collecting donations for 2 different groups. One is called A Movement for Black Lives, M4BL, and then Black Movement Law Project, both benefiting Black Lives Matter movements.
They're both charities that, and I know you took that directly from my letter. I didn't explain it too much, so I don't know what you'll know. They're both
I know nothing.
charities that help provide legal support to members of the Black community who may not otherwise have access to it. Because especially with the Black Lives Matter protests going on, I've noticed there's a lot of charities that are providing bail for protesters, but what do you do after you're out? There's more often than not going to still be legal stuff you have to deal with.
Oh yeah.
So these charities both provide legal aid for members of the community that may not otherwise be able to afford it or get it or insert here.
Right. So in all of our fun and all the things that we're doing and entertaining, we're not only entertaining ourselves, that's the number 1 priority, I think, right? But we're also entertaining you guys, and we're raising monies for a good, great cause. And part of that too is you've set up a virtual vendors room. Am I correct?
If any of you wonderful degenerates would like to be a vendor, go ahead and message my Harlequinarts Cosplay and Crafts page. If you go to the HarleCon 2020 Vendor Room public Facebook group, hit to the top, you'll find an announcement that has a letter in it. Go ahead and read said letter. It'll give you all the information you need to know. Then just message me and we'll get you all sorted out.
Awesome. And I believe Alfred is a part of it. If I remember correctly, I think he is. Somebody's a part of it. He is, yes. So he's already been posting stuff up there. I think I posted something yesterday or today. I'm doing special sales just for HarleCon 2020 fans. So you have to go to that and Harlequin just popped that the link in for there, so you can go and find everything. But if you go into the vendor room, the virtual vendor room, you'll be able to find all the special discount codes that I made just for Harlequin fans.
And I'm going to be linking in my the page that will take you to is my website. I'm going to be linking in there links to both the vendor room and the main event page.
Awesome.
I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah. We've she has been a very busy clown and has been doing all the things and all the stuff, and I've been bugging her the last couple of days. So I'm sure she's going a little loony already, right? Exactly. So I hope everybody tunes in on August 15th from starting at 11 a.m. We'll be going on all day. I expect you all to be there the whole time. What's that?
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am, a lot of our California people won't be on until a little later because I'm not that mean to them. I'm not making them get up at 8 a.m. just to get on my stream.
Well, you're a lot nicer than other cons because I had to live paint at 6 a.m. So,
did you pick that time slot or did they assign it to you? Because
well, I had to pick it because we went from 1 week where there wasn't a ton of signups and like nobody really said, "Hey, pick your spot," to a week later and Sage is like, "Yeah, everything was gone." I'm like, okay, I guess I'm painting at 6 in the morning. So yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. I will never do that one again because I am not conscious enough to be painting that early. But so yeah, make sure to tune in. Make sure to go give the go to the event page, hit the reminder button so you know when it starts, and we'll be doing everything through Zoom and Facebook Live, so you'll be able to catch the show all day long. Please do us a favor and invite friends, invite relatives, invite everybody on your friends list so we can really build this up.
Free for you guys to attend. You do not have to buy a ticket.
You don't even have to wear pants. Please don't tell us if you're wearing pants or not. But you don't even have to wear pants.
And don't be like that one newscaster who wasn't wearing pants and thought that his lower half was at a camera, but really you just got straight up the leg shot. We had a good conversation about it, but I'm just still laughing at the fact that it happened.
Yeah. So before we head out, we've got about 15 minutes left. I have to ask you, since I actually have you on camera and we can see each other face to face, what did you think of Bunny's new car?
I need to.
So for those that are watching and may not know, my wife and I both have 2020 Kia Souls. I got mine last year and I turned it into, mine's yellow, and I turned it into I call it it's basically a Batmobile. I took a bunch of black vinyl, designed it my own. It has a big bat symbol on the side with paint coming off of it and everything. And there's hidden Batman things inside and outside the car.
I do have photos with that one.
I have to post one of those. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, same here.
But we are going to get together and we'll have to do like a day thing. Maybe we'll do like we'll get together like a little bit before dinner. So there's some daylight ones, go grab dinner and then do nighttime ones or something.
When there's less apocalypse.
Yes. We will get, hopefully maybe in the fall. We'll see if we get lucky. But because I actually want to get some good pictures of the cars too. So but yeah, my wife just recently got a red 2020 Kia Soul, and I was informed that I needed to turn it into a Harlequin mobile. So I designed it up. Now I was told that I had to keep it more subtle compared to my car, which was really interesting to do for a Harlequin based car. Yeah. So I took a little inspiration from a variety of different Harlequin types. There is a little bit of Suicide Squad in there. There's a little bit of your version, the animated version. We've got some comic stuff in there. But yeah, if you guys want to see the car, please head over to Anything J Bauer Art, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And I am actually working on the video of us putting that together. Kayla and I did most of the work, but she helped put things on. And so that'll be a time-lapse video coming up on the Hanging with Web Shows YouTube channel. But yeah, I figured you would get a kick out of it.
Yes.
Did you catch all the things that I hid in there?
I haven't had the time to go through and really look at it yet because I've been going crazy trying to get this con worked out. But
yeah.
As soon as I can. Don't tell me what's in there. I want to go through it and see what I can find.
Okay. Yeah, the now one I'll spoil because it's kind of big and you can easily see it. But my wife has taken the car to work a couple of times now, and she works at a couple different locations. So she went to the one, and this girl comes in after she's had the car done, and she goes, she looks at her straight in the face. She goes, "Mommy get sweetie get mommy's bazooka." She goes, "I'm figuring that's your car," and my wife's like, "Yes, it is."
Mommy's bazooka.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun to fit everything in there. Try to do it subtle, but also make it look really cool. My wife is still getting used to the looks while she drives around. But yeah, we'll definitely have to take you. We'll have to do a bunch of pictures with you in your outfit with the cars, and then maybe take a spin around with you in it, because that would be funny as hell.
The looks.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me back when I did the, I think it was Sarasota? I did a Sarasota Christmas parade, and I was not the classic Harley for that one. I was Catwoman.
Oh, okay.
The girl who was our classic Harley drove a red motorcycle. So you had Catwoman and Harley zipping around Sarasota on this little red motorcycle.
That is awesome.
Oh, it was wonderful. The fucking looks we got were amazing.
I bet. I can't wait to, because I do things a bit differently with cons now, and I've already told Garrett that I want to work with them a little bit different with Hanging with Web Show and the cons and everything. But before the craziness of the world in 2020 came, we were talking about taking my car to cons and having it as a display thing at like MegaCon or things to that nature. So now I have 2 cars, and I cannot wait to take these cars out and show them off. But yeah, we will definitely have to get you in the mix one way or another with her car. And I think she saved a couple of different outfits, so maybe she could be a different version of Harley with you. And I will tell her. I will let her know. So, other than losing your mind with HarleCon, have you worked on? We've got all this downtime. We're not able to go and do anything. All the cons have basically been canceled. Are you working on anything new cosplay wise, or
cosplay wise? Not really. I did decide that I wanted to make a dress just because I can.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently hand stitching the phases of the moon along the bottom of this evening gown. Okay. And oh dear Lord, it is slow going. It's slow, but it's going to look so cool when it's done, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I've created a YouTube series called The Haunted Harlequin that Bauer here designed the logo for.
I did.
So that's fun. We're going to have some new episodes coming up eventually, but I've got so much crap going on that I haven't uploaded in like a month.
Oh, geez. Well, and you got a nice new intro or whatever you want to use it for, too.
Yo.
Oh, that was so fun to make.
Yeah. I've got a video in the works right now. It's on the brief history of divination. I just need to finish the script. I like doing the editing, honestly. I don't mind the video editing. It's doing the script. I've not been able to sit down and get more than a couple sentences.
Right.
So, so much to read. I don't want this video to be more than like 15 minutes.
Right.
And I could talk for 15 minutes about one of the earliest forms of divination alone, which was the Babylonian form of astrology, which is the same zodiac we use today.
Okay.
That was one of the earliest recorded forms of divination, but there's so much that went into that with ancient Babylonians and the Mesopotamians and all of that I'm reading just pages upon pages of stuff, trying to figure out what the most important parts are.
Right. Always fun. That's why I like what I do with my show. I write a few things down and then I kind of just wing the rest of it. So
Can't do that.
yeah, I'm not good with the whole planning and scripting and all that BS. I was actually proud of myself last week's episode. I had like 5 topics to talk with the crew of Back Talk with Friends because I had more of a nerdy geek group. It wasn't just like the podcast folks that I normally work with. So yeah, I made sure we had a lot to talk about because the last month or two has been really active with all the different things being announced and things going on. But that was about as planned and scripted as I got.
Proud of you.
Yay me. So we're getting close to the end, and I know you are probably exhausted and hungry, so I won't keep you too much more.
Chili will be wonderful.
I bet. So go ahead and where can everybody find HarleCon, and where can everybody find you?
Well, if you go to hquinarts.com, HQUINARTS.com, you can find all of my information. Every single page has social media links, as well as links to Haunted Harlequin. There's a big button that says Take Me to HarleCon that will give you all the information you could ever want on HarleCon.
Nice.
You can find absolutely everything on my website, hquinarts.com. 1 N, not 2.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. I greatly appreciate it. I know you've had a crazy busy night. So if you guys enjoyed the show, this is Back Talk with Bauer. I am Josh of J Bauer Art. If you're watching this on any of the YouTubes, Facebooks, Twitch, and you like the artwork behind me, please head over to jbauerartshop.com to purchase any of these paintings you see behind me. If you can't find something you're looking for, just message me and I'll let you know if it's available or not. You can head over to all your favorite podcast apps to get the audio version of this. Head over to the HWWS WebTV YouTube channel to catch the replays of this and all the previous shows. You can actually see all the people chatting. There's a whole Back Talk with Bauer playlist, and you can actually see some live painting things and Lego builds and all that good stuff. Other than that, I think that's all I needed to plug. I think that's everything. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please go like, share, all the good stuff for everybody's pages, and we will catch you guys next week. Later.